Good morning. I'm Mary with Pinky Moss Sisters in the Kitchen, and welcome to my home.
Hi, I'm Linda. Welcome to our program this morning. We're laughing because as Mama would say, we've been jooning around here this morning.
Man, I'm telling you.
Mary, I've always been a morning person.
Me too.
But as you age, it takes a little bit longer to get going in the morning.
It's just not. Yeah, it does me too. And it just takes me a while to get everything situated before I can even start doing what I'm supposed to be doing. First of all, I had to take my medication and get me a cup of coffee. And believe me, that cup of coffee didn't even get finished. It got cold. Anyway, so we're going. We're welcome. We're glad that y'all with us.
We are. And if y'all are aging like we are, don't beat yourself up. You're not going to be able to work as hard as you did when you was 50.
Hey, tell Linda to take use of her own advice.
You know what, Mary? Last night, I know we got a couple of things to say, but like I didn't have enough to do. I decided to get in the kitchen because I had to make some shortbread. And you remember, syrup was something that our daddy absolutely loved. Now y'all are going to ask for this recipe as soon as I show you. It is in our book. But I made syrup tea cakes.
Oh, I'm anxious to try one of them.
And I made
Don't
big
those look
ones.
pretty? Aren't those pretty?
I used the biggest cutter and the biscuit cutter when I rolled them out. You have to chill this dough.
Let me show them a little closer.
It has molasses in it.
Aren't those beautiful?
It's a very sticky dough.
Very beautiful.
Actually,
did you bring these to me?
I did. I brought them to you.
Thank you, Linda. I made vegetable soup yesterday. Some of y'all may have asked. We are going to do that on live one day, but I needed to get that soup to a friend, so I went ahead and made it yesterday. But we will be giving y'all the recipe and making the video. I'm going to put these over here on the side, Linda.
Okay. And we wanted to say a thank you.
Yes, this is a warm scarf that a lady sent us. Both of us one.
I think her name is Rayanne Finch.
Rayanne.
I believe I'm right. I hope I'm right to say that. She made these for us.
She did.
She made them.
I didn't know that.
From California and sent them to us, and we love them.
I love them. We actually had this on one day and was videoing, but it was one of the days with your house.
It bleeped
and
out.
The camera bleeped out. And when we went back to look at it, it was gone. So we apologize that we're just now thanking you for it. But this is very warm. And when I go outside, I've always been told, my grandmother, Molly, said if you keep your neck warm, you won't get cold. And that is truth in that. Yes. So I always wear something around my neck. So thank you very much. But it is warm inside.
It is so soft.
It is so soft. But I'm gonna take it off here in the kitchen. So
and we sent thank you cards out, and they were late. And again, this is out of character for us to be late doing something, which we've been ever since we started this.
Yeah, we've taken on a lot.
Anyway. Okay, what else we're going to do?
Aprons. Linda, let's go out and show them. This is our new aprons. This is our pink aprons with our logo. Get up here and see if we can get the full length of it. I'm going to see if I can get the camera to go down. Okay. All right. It has Pinky Moss, and I know it's backwards on there, but it's very visible. Pinky Moss Sisters in the Kitchen.
It's bigger than, because it's the bib is wide.
We like these aprons better. Stand back a little bit further and show them what the length of it is. Let me get the camera.
And it has the 3 pockets.
It has 3 pockets, and that's our new aprons. And Linda, do we have white ones left?
I don't think I think if we're not sold out, we only have 1
Okay,
or 2.
so pink is all we have now, and this is it. So
and they'll be on the website later today.
Okay, and another thing, these aprons are actually the same aprons. Let me get down here. Are the same aprons that we had been wearing all the time, but our logo wasn't on it. Our logo
had Pinky Moss.
Our logo had Pinky Moss cakes, cookies, and candy on it, but this one has got our video logo on it. So the aprons that Linda that we've been wearing is we washed them. We washed them several times, and they wash really well. They do not shrink. And these, when you first get them, they're stiff. They're stiff, and you're going to think, oh, that's not what I thought. but when you wash them, they're soft. They don't even need ironing, do
No,
they?
they
just really. So we're more pleased with these aprons. Okay, so now I guess we'll get back to our cooking.
So I need to go wash my hands again now because I've touched so many things since I started.
All right, Linda's gonna cook for us this morning, and I'm gonna be her helper. I'll wash mine just in case. Oh, you just don't never know. I need to get some water running anyway. Okay, you go ahead and start.
So, some of you have seen us use this before. It's the quick cooker. It has 16 settings, and we're going to do something today that, have you ever cooked meatballs in this?
No, I haven't cooked meatballs in
I've never cooked meatballs in it. These are actually bought ones where, and we've used these before. They're Sam's and made with Black Angus beef, and we really like these. You know,
Walmart's are good too.
Walmart brand is good too.
Yeah.
You can make your own. It's just sometimes it's just easier for us. I don't know if you noticed, but how easy this turns. You know, just
Yeah, it
so
is.
easy.
It is.
It's got your gasket inside.
Yeah.
And I'll set this over here. So, do we have it plugged in?
No, I didn't plug it in.
Okay, so we're gonna plug this in. Keep washing my hands because I keep touching stuff. I think I'm gonna get me a here.
I'm running some hot water there. My water doesn't get as hot as fast as Linda's does because we don't have the thermostat set so high, but hers will literally blister you if you're not careful.
Yeah, we have it. Mike keeps ours set at 140 degrees. So I'm gonna turn this on sear.
Okay, let's get this out of the way so they can see. I'm gonna move. Can I move your notebook?
Yes, you can.
So that they can see what you're doing.
Let's see here. Okay, I've got it on sear. Now this is the stainless steel pot. It heats up very, very quickly. It heats up really quick. So I'm gonna open 1 can of beef broth.
Okay,
and
I'll open it for you.
This is something that I'm gonna. This is.
You want a taste of that first?
Yes, I've never tried
That's
this
new.
before.
Yeah.
So y'all know I like hot.
You just
stuff.
want 1 can of beef broth?
To start with.
Okay.
Give me a little spoon, Mary. Out there.
Just a regular spoon?
Yeah. This is Rasberry Habanero. Everybody knows I love hot stuff.
She does. She likes hot stuff.
Well, this is not going to... I'll do the spoon handle. That's fine.
You want to taste it?
Yeah. I just want to taste it. I'm a little bit scared, but I'm fixing to try it. It's got a kick to it, but the sweet of the raspberry kind of counteracts the habanero.
Okay.
So, it's not...
Here, I'll take the spoon.
I can actually taste the habanero, the raspberry more than I do the habanero. So we're going to pour a can of beef broth in here, and I may not use the whole pan. Let's see. We got this from sear. This should get hot real quick. I'm just going to judge by the...
And you got you got this set on 20?
I've got it set on sear.
Oh, okay.
And
okay.
It's going to do the 20, but I've got to do the... Well, I guess if I did the start, it would start getting hot. Duh. Okay, you do have to push the start button, y'all. I was wondering why it hadn't got hot, because this thing
gets
heats
hot
up
fast.
fast. So I'm going to go ahead and put the whole can of beef broth in it, because this is a lot of meatballs here.
Okay.
And once
just
this
the 1
starts
can?
getting, I've got an extra one just in case I need it, but I'm going to start it with one. Now, when I picked this up this morning, Mike would have a fit because I didn't get low sodium. I didn't even notice it. I just picked up 2 cans of beef broth, and what we have at home is low sodium, but I didn't want to get on a step ladder to get it out of the cabinet, so I just ran in Walmart and got that this morning, and so we're using this. But
now, have you got the front set? Like it's
I've got it on sear.
Okay.
And,
now, won't you if you don't have to look at that so they can see you better.
Okay. So, what I was thinking about this morning, actually last night when I was making those syrup tea cakes, and I know we've mentioned this before, but when we went to Little Rock Camp Meeting, it was in 1963,
I don't remember the date, but that sounds pretty near.
I was 16. You were 16.
Yeah, it sounds
you
about right.
Not 16 yet.
Yeah.
And this is a 20-ounce bag that I'm gonna put in here. And
does it tell how many meatballs is in there?
I think it does. It's just 20. It's a pound and 4 ounces. It's 20 ounces.
Okay, go ahead.
So,
and that's a premium Angus meatballs.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I bought that
at Walmart. But,
yeah.
But they
it's
have
not
the Walmart
Angus
brand too.
It's not. It don't say Angus beef.
This one?
The one at Walmart.
Oh, the one at Walmart. Yeah, we like the ones with Angus.
Yeah.
So we had been there. It was 2 carloads of us that went, right? Mm-hmm. We took a carload in our 1962 white station wagon. Daddy broke the axle going home because we had so much suitcases in it from girls carrying stuff to
you know how girls do when they pack everything.
Or camp meeting. It wasn't youth camp.
Yeah,
it was
camp meeting. Yeah.
And it was on 2nd and Buckeye. Brother A.O. Holmes, his son pastors there now, or he may be the bishop, and then maybe his son may pastor. I don't know. It's generation to generation, but we probably had slept a total of 8 hours. In 3 or 4 days.
We was having a good time.
We didn't want to miss anything. So, and we all stayed in one big room
upstairs.
And so we were, if we wasn't praying or talking or visiting with other people there and just having a good time like kids do, we just didn't care to sleep. There was just too much to do.
Going on. Yeah.
So Daddy and Mama and the rest of them went back home, but me and you went to Fayetteville to be there when Karen was born, our cousin.
Right.
We went to our aunt and uncles, Linda and Aunt Linda and Uncle Jesse, and we rode a Greyhound bus.
We sure did.
I don't know if I had ever ridden a Greyhound bus before.
I think that was the first time.
I've never ridden one since.
I think that was the first time that we'd ever ridden.
No offense on Greyhound.
No.
I've sent lots of packages on Greyhound. But this was long before an interstate was even in the making, and we went right straight through the Ozark Mountains. And you can tell this is already heating.
You can already see
it really fast. So as soon as this gets bubbling, I'm going to add these.
And you got it on sear?
I've got it on sear.
Okay.
And to me, it's more like a low boil because it'll come to a boil really fast.
Okay.
Mary, poor thing, she was so sleepy, and she was sitting by the window. I wasn't even sitting by the window. I wouldn't let her sleep 5 minutes. I was terrified that bus driver was going off the mountain.
She was
scared. I kept touching her. Wake up, Mary, wake up. We're going to go off of this mountain. It was scary.
It was scary, but you know what? What can we do about it, Linda?
Well,
I was so
tired, but I was being a little brat sister, but Daddy had driven on them roads before. Yeah. But I trusted my daddy.
What it is, when you're up high on the bus, all you look out in the window and you don't see no road. You just see this mountain well down. So that's why it was scary.
It was very scary.
It didn't look like we was gonna make the curve, but anyway, it was.
And we were up there.
It was fun times.
For 2 weeks, was it 2 weeks?
I think we was up in Fayetteville 2 weeks.
And we had a great time, and we loved being up there and visiting with our aunt and uncle and cousins. But we were homesick. And we missed our church. Church. You know, we went to church while we was up there. But we missed our church. And I don't know if you've thought about this, but I've thought about, the Sing-Sings. They used to, the singing group and preaching.
Yes, you liked one of them little boys.
Yeah, I did. I had a little crush on him.
And I know his name.
Yeah, it was Philip.
Yeah, Philip.
It's Philip, Billy, and Charlotte and their mom and their grandmother. It was 5 of them.
Right.
And we didn't know it at the time, but they were holding a revival probably not even 15 miles from where we were at.
Is that right?
And we found out about it after we got back home.
I don't remember that.
And we were just saying, if we'd have known that, we'd have been there every night. If we'd have got somebody to take us.
Right, yeah, because that was one of our favorite groups.
Okay, you can see how quick you can probably see the smoke you can on the camera. And
we moved the camera just a tad so we can see more. Okay. All right.
So it's almost fixing to boil. And
when it comes to boils, when you add the meatballs.
I'm going to add the meatballs, yeah.
Okay.
It's going to cool it off because they're cold. The meatballs are cold. And these were frozen when I left the house, and they're still frozen. They're not. And that's another thing about
I always put mine in frozen.
Yeah, you can cook anything in this cooker, and people, you know how it is. it's been a while since we've come home and had to cook supper for our family.
Yeah.
You know, but you know when you're young and you're tired,
you're going to work.
You got, Mama, what we're going to have for supper? You know, what are you cooking? Or the husband saying, what are you cooking? And you think, what am I going to cook for supper tonight? You can come home, put your purse down, take something out of the freezer and put in this pot and have it cooked. If it's chicken, you can have it cooked in 30 minutes.
Well, yesterday, when I made my vegetable beef soup, I put my roast in frozen, and it was just as tender. It's just as tender as it can be when you.
And so we want to just say a couple of things, and then we're going to get back to our cooking. These are still on sale, 25% off until the end of the month, or as long as they have supplies. We have a new link posted on our page. So if you want to order anything, use that link. The other one is closed. So we got the beef broth boiling, and we're going to put our meatballs in there.
Now, does a broth need to cover the meatballs?
I'm gonna probably put another one in here. Can you hand me some kind of a spoon?
I sure can.
Something to stir. Just something
to
long enough
so it don't have to. Does it need to be a big one? I mean, a real big one.
This one's fine. I just want to kind of put this around here.
And that's stainless steel bowl, so you didn't need a...
Yeah, it's stainless rubber. It'll be fine. Now, the way you clean these stainless steel pots is they have the little pan scrapers. I didn't bring one to show y'all, but they're little square plastic things. They're a couple inches. Ones? Yeah, do you have one handy?
Handy would be the key.
Anyway, they clean up really good if you just... when you empty your pot, if you'll
rearrange my drawers,
if you will just use that to scrape the bottom of it with. I'm gonna go ahead and add another some more juice.
Okay.
Because
there it is. That's what you're talking about?
Little pan scraper.
Little pan scraper like this. And this is what you clean the bottom of that? If something gets stuck on it.
You also can use those to clean the bar pans too.
Oh, okay.
I told you I needed a spoon, but now I need a whisk.
Okay.
Sorry.
And it don't have to be a...
And probably, I thought about whisking in this habanera before I... Don't worry about the whisk. I'm just going to pour some in here.
I got a whisk right here.
So, I'm not going to measure this, but I'm going to
silicone.
Okay, yeah, we would use that for one of the other skillets. I'm going to probably put about maybe 1/4 cup in here. I guess I probably should have measured it.
Do you need a measuring cup?
No, because I've already poured it now.
So about 1/4 cup?
I probably put about 1/4 cup.
And that's in with that 2 cups of broth.
Yeah, this is a 14.5 ounce container here. And I just want to kind of, I know you can't whisk this with meatballs in it, but I kind of want to move it around a little bit so it'll.
Would it be better to put this in there with the broth before you put the meatballs?
I thought about doing that. I did, and that's probably what I should have done. When we do the recipe.
Put the directions.
Yeah, when we do the recipe, we'll tell you to whisk the habanera sauce.
I do that all the time. I do that all the time.
I'm not going to add any seasonings to this.
I don't think so. Is this Italian?
No, they're not. They're not Italian.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not. Yeah, they are. I'm sorry.
Because that gives it spice.
You're right. It is Italian. So let's go ahead and cut this one and put these in here. And
so that's all the sauce that you use.
That's all I'm going to... Now, I may put some more in here.
Okay.
After I add these, because this is going to be a big pot of meatballs.
Okay. Yeah, it is.
And I'm going to see about how much broth I think, if I need some more broth. I don't want a lot of liquid in it. I want it to cook down. Not the meatballs, but I want the liquid to absorb in the meatballs. Ooh, that sauce smells so good, Mary.
I know it does, and it's strong too.
Did you taste
I'll taste of it, and it is. To me,
do you think it's hot?
To me, it's hot. But see, I can't eat hot stuff, not real hot stuff.
Okay,
it had a bite to it, but it didn't stay in my mouth very long. Of course, I just barely touched my finger on it on that spoon that she had.
Now there's a pineapple rum too.
Oh, really?
Sauce like this. I didn't order it because I didn't research it to see if it was real rum or if it was cooking rum.
I ordered me 1 or 2 bottles of this.
But
so you probably used about a half a cup,
probably half a cup, because I've got two things of meatballs in here.
I put the whisk in the dishwater. Is it?
I don't need it. If this is gonna cook down in here, I'm gonna just taste this for a minute, and then I'm gonna change the sear and put it on.
Okay. And you've used both cans? No, you haven't used both cans.
I hadn't used all of it.
Okay.
Okay. It's you do get a little bit of kick to it, but you know when we made that meatballs with the pineapple?
Yes, yes.
And I put the whole bottle in there,
too.
And it was totally too much.
I did too. I put the whole bottle in there.
It was too much.
But I cooked it down a lot.
Did you? Mm-hmm. And did they wind up being real
Well,
sweet?
I'll tell you what I done. I put more sauce and let it cook and cook down. Yes, let's let beef broth, and I cooked it down, and then I made me some rice.
And put it over rice.
I put the sauce and the meatballs over rice, and it was very kind of like a Chinese dish because it had pineapple in it.
I think that's a great idea.
You know,
if you were going to serve this for supper, I'm sorry, I keep talking over you.
That's okay.
To have like a bowl of rice or some noodles.
Noodles, yeah.
Or even mashed potatoes.
Yeah, it might work with this. Like I said, that other sauce that I had the pineapple in it. It really, matter of fact, all my kids loves it. And we probably won't do one of those because it's so similar to this.
Yeah, it is. Okay, I'm gonna leave this be here. We'll refrigerate that, and we can save that for another time.
Okay.
So now, what I'm gonna do? It's been cooking 13 minutes, and you don't even have to go through as much of this pre-step as we did. We're just showing you. If you were wanting supper on the table in a hurry, start your rice. Do you have that micro cooker? Do you have it handy?
I don't.
Okay. There's a micro cooker that we cook rice in at home, and I can show this to y'all later. But you can put your rice.
You know what? I think excuse me.
You can put your rice on in the microwave. And cook it in the microwave according to your package directions for microwave, and put this on. Get undressed, get the table set or have the kids set the table, and by the time you get all that done, your supper is done. And that's why that's the little one, yeah. But there's a big one.
Did you want the big one?
That's okay. We'll just show them how it works. This comes in a set of 3, and you've used these before, haven't you?
I have.
So it's got the little holes here, and what we're all about is, trying to make life easier and getting everybody involved in the kitchen. So this is the small one.
You cook the rice in the microwave.
There's a bigger pot, but it's got the vent holes in it, so you can have
comes in 3 in the set.
Yeah, there's 3 in the set, and you can have that. So when you're in a hurry or you're pressed for time, and I hear people over and over and over say, they don't want to spend a lot of money on one single item. But when your kids were home, did y'all eat out a lot, or did you pick up food when you and Bobby were working?
No. I never went picked up food. We never eat
cooked it at home.
Never eat at a restaurant. I can't remember. I guess my kids were teenagers or maybe grown. I didn't do it. I cooked every meal at the house.
Well, we did too. I mean, that's how we grew up. But today, it seems like it's so much more convenient to run through and get a bucket of chicken or pick up barbecue or something. But
well, the other night when my electricity was off, I was at my daughter's house, and I just got to thinking about, because I was going to fix supper, and I got to think about some of the things that I fixed when my kids was growing up that my little Linda just loved, and that was potatoes and onions. You fry up the potatoes and onions together and steam them and then brown them, and she just I made that I made that skillet, that 12-inch skillet, and it's this deep, full of potatoes and onions, and every one of them was eating, and Braden was saying, "Is that all?" But it was just,
that brought back a lot of memories,
I told Linda, I said, you know, there's just the smell of this, you know, when you don't have a lot of money. Of course, I think we used, had ranch style beans with that. And that's what we had. I might have had a little bit of hamburger in the ranch style beans or something, but we eat very cheap.
Okay, so we've got about 4 minutes left on this, but I'm going to go ahead and stop this.
Okay.
And then we're going to put the lid on it, and we're going to pressure it.
Okay. The lid right here.
The lid.
And I can tell you, of course, this was back in the 60s, but I can tell you exactly what my budget was. This was before I had kids, but when we first got married, back in 67, I had $10 for groceries.
For a family of four?
No. That was just Bobby.
For you and Bobby, okay.
It was $10. And of course, $10 went a lot further than that. But and you know what? We eat fairly well. It was just, that was my budget. And because I was saving my check, I was working, but I was saving my check to buy a home.
Yeah.
Every one of my checks, I never cashed them until we got enough for a down payment.
That was smart.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got the lid on here, and I've got my little pressure release flush. Now I've turned the you turn this knob. That's how you do it. You turn the knob, and I've turned it over to B. You're going to see that it's preset on 35 minutes. I don't want to pressure this for 35 minutes.
Okay.
I don't want to pressure it for probably about 15 minutes.
Okay, so how do you set it for 15?
So what you do is you press your time, and then we're going to go to the minus button, and we're going to take it down to what the time and you can do the same thing if you want to cook it more, but I don't want to cook this but 15 minutes. So we got it set, and then I'm going to press start.
Okay. There we go. So in 15 minutes, we talked a lot, but you see, if you mix all those liquids together, put your meatballs in there, take you, what, 5 minutes?
Yeah.
And then throw it in there?
Prep time probably at the most 5 minutes.
And then microwave your rice. You'll have your...
And you'll have your stuff.
Things are so much quicker and more modern nowadays.
And you're going to see this here. It's blank until the steam builds up. And once the steam builds up, it's going to start countdown.
Okay.
Another great thing about this, say you've got something cooking and you've got it set, and how many times does the phone ring? And maybe somebody's burnt something in the oven, or you forgot something was on the stove, and you're on the phone, or you're fooling with a sick kid, or helping a kid with homework, and you forget. The great thing about this, once it's done, it goes into a warming mode, and it will stay warm for indefinitely. And when you come back in here, if you see the warming on there, the minutes are going to start counting how long it's been warming. Yeah. But it's going to be fine to just leave it sit there. So we're gonna let this do its thing, and we're going to have another giveaway during our show this morning. But you have to be on watching, and you have to be on so you can give us your address.
So we can get your address
before. We'll give you 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, okay. So they're going to inbox the address, or just put it...
I don't know.
Y'all probably wouldn't want to put it on Facebook.
You don't want to
just inbox it.
Facebook.
Inbox it.
Inbox it. And so do we want to... We have another something that's exciting to talk about. Do we want to talk about that now, or we want to do it on the next show that we do?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just go ahead.
And you're going to be doing a drawing.
Yeah, we're going to draw for the pepper chef, but that's a separate thing. That's at 1 o'clock. That's not today. I'm not now.
Do you want to tell about the
book?
Yeah,
we can do that.
Magazine?
We can do that about the magazine.
Do you?
I have a copy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we told y'all the other day we had several things that we were real excited about, and we're not an empire. When you see, Mary's laughing. When you see me and Mary, her kids help us, and Mike does a lot of dishes for us. But we're not an empire, so
we're little peons, but that's okay. Hey, when we started these videos, we didn't intend to even get as big as what we are. enjoy this. We want to be a blessing to somebody. And I just pray at night that the Lord would bless someone through our videos, whether it's something we said or whether it's a recipe that your family's going to enjoy forever, or whatever it is. We just want to be a blessing. We're not looking for no fame or nothing. We just want to be a blessing.
We're probably more amazed than anything. And
I'm overwhelmed.
And we think about
I thank the Lord for
Mama and Molly and Pinky Mall,
Yeah.
you know, how amazed that they would be that people can watch us on a little tiny device and
Yeah.
all over the world, not
Right.
just next door or in our town, but all over the world. But so one of our followers contacted us, I guess a couple months ago,
Mm-hmm.
and asked us would we be interested in being in.
She wanted to put us in one of her magazines.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is a magazine.
You can't, and like I said, Linda, we need to find out how we can do this so they can read it. I don't know how to do that, but this is OKRA. It's okra.
Like
it's a
the
magazine. It says neatly Southern. It's a Southern magazine about Southern cooking.
And we are going to be
It's a nice magazine.
featured. Mary and I, Pinky Malls, which is completely just. I'm just in awe that people want to listen to us and they want to hear us talk and watch us cook. But we're going to be featured in the Southern Table section, and it's going to be a nice article, and we're going to have a couple recipes in it and a couple of pictures. So I think, I'm not even sure what all places that there it is, that this magazine is, that you can purchase it, but you can purchase it on the newsstand. And I haven't personally seen it yet in a store, but most of the time when I'm in a store, I forget to look.
Right. We're going to be featured in the magazine in Southern
Southern Table.
Southern Tables.
In the Southern Table section.
section.
And this is going to be in the next
Table.
magazine that comes out February the 15th.
February 15th, we'll be featured in this magazine.
So thank you, Jeannie, for believing in us and for allowing us to other people to share, even in another venue, to share in our lives that maybe haven't seen us on Facebook or hadn't heard people talking about us after church or around the water cooler, or we have people that watch us in the Goodwills. We have
people meet us in the store and say, "I've been watching you on Pinky Malls."
I keep referring back to Fred, and I'm going to give a shout out to Fred and your students if y'all are watching.
Yes.
He teaches a senior class in a school in Indiana, and his students, and this touched my heart so much, Mary. You know, sometimes things aren't as they appear, and kids come to school. You don't know what their home life is like. You don't know if they have food when they go home or not. You know, we've never experienced that, but a lot of people have.
Right.
And I don't, when we say something like this, we say this very humbly. We've seen some very lean times in our life, and some of you know that from hearing our mama's story. We have not always had it made. Right. We've worked very hard. Our whole family has. But some kids just don't get breaks.
Right, right.
And it just touched me so much when he contacted me again the other day, and we're going to actually do. I won't say what we're going to do, but anyway, these kids are going to get a surprise. But they're seniors, and he has encouraged them to watch us so they'll learn how to cook, whether they're going off to college or whether or not they're going off on their own or whatever. Well, there was a couple of girls in his class that made our pies over the holidays. And I want to cry. I know. And understand that they might not have had help like some people do. You know, they did this on their own, and it warmed my heart and made me feel so thankful that there are mentors like Fred and so many of you others out there that are teachers or nurses or first responders or anyone that's caring for people or that's doing for others. You don't even have to have a title. There's so many like our mama that done stuff for her. Sorry.
I'm sorry. sorry. My knee, I just bent my knee wrong, and man, it was painful. So I'm sorry for that ugly face.
Scared me.
I'm sorry. But we're live, and I have aches and pains in my legs. So sorry about that.
So you know, you don't have to be a paid person to do this. Just like Mama always did for years after Daddy died. And I mean, she did it before he died too, but after Daddy died, she put her whole life into doing things for others. You'll notice the little red buttons popped up, so we know the steam has started to build. And you'll see that it's already cooked for a minute. So we got 14 more minutes. And when you're out live on like this on a show, it seems like 14 minutes is forever.
Yeah.
But when you're tending to kids or
doing other
maybe
things.
answering some emails that you didn't get to answer before you left the office, 14, 15 minutes goes by very, very quickly.
Now, are you through with this?
I am through with it. I don't think I'll need it anymore.
Well, I'll just wait. If you think you might, I'll just wait.
I don't think I will.
I'm just going to get rid of it.
So, I guess, do we want to show them those oven mitts?
I guess
that
so.
we're giving away?
We can do that. This will be the prize for this morning.
Yes, that we're going to draw for.
Okay.
And these are silicone oven mitts. They look really big to me because I have a small hand, but they're really popular, and it's a set of them.
And that's what we're giving away this morning in the drawing. It's 2 of them.
Yeah, it's 2
and
of them.
And they're really big. Now, this would be good for a man in the barbecue, outside barbecue.
Yeah, it would be.
Wouldn't that be nice?
It would be really good. In fact,
taking things off the grill.
Father's Day present.
It would be a great Father's Day gift.
It would be a really good Father's Day present. So, anyway, those we'll be giving those away. And what else were we talking about the other day, Mary, that I was going, I know what I was thinking about last night when I was making those syrup tea cakes, and I busted out laughing.
Well, I want to eat one of those. Can I have one?
Yeah, you can have one. Mary has always been a beautiful lady. And when she was a young girl, yes, I am. I'm going to tell this because it's just, to me, it's funny. Not that she's beautiful, but
no.
Anyway,
I'm not beautiful. But these tea cakes are delicious.
Does that remind you of what Mama used to make?
Delicious, absolutely delicious. I can't eat a whole one.
You might need to get you something to drink with that. For those of you who don't know what tea cakes are, now everybody that's been in the South or lived in the South or had roots in the South, you know what a tea cake is. And we make the regular tea cakes. Our aunts made them, Mama made them, Pinky Mom made them. I guess Ma Lee made them. And I know that was one thing that Pinky Mom made a lot that Daddy loved. Daddy loved her tea cakes. So she didn't make them that big. She made them probably about the size of a glass. In fact, she may have cut them out with the glass.
She probably did. I've seen lots of people cut out
with the glass.
With the glass.
But they're not sweet. I mean, they got sugar in them, but they're not a real sweet cookie.
Right.
But they're really good with coffee. If you're a coffee drinker, I'm not. But if you are a coffee drinker, if you're not, they're really good with sweet milk for an afternoon snack after school or something. But back to Mary. So when she was a young girl, she was really, I mean, Mary was always pretty. She's always had the most beautiful smile.
You can leave that out.
Okay. She thinks I'm embarrassing her. Her hair was beautiful. It was always curly. And she just had to make no effort at being pretty. She was just pretty. So all the young boys wanted Mary to like them. And, of course, Mary had one that she really liked. And the others, you know, she could take them or leave them. But she liked the rebel bad boys who she liked.
I did.
I mean, he went to church, but he was still a rebel. But one night, the best I remember, she had 3 people show up at our front door for a date. 3 men, 3 guys. Do you remember who all they were?
I sure do.
That was so funny. Now, I don't remember, you know, we had telephones, and I don't remember if they called and asked her for a date, or
2
if
of
they
them
just showed up.
2 of them I did not know was going to be there. One of them I did. One of them
drove
a long ways.
Quite a ways, too.
And he's the one that I knew was coming.
But you didn't go out with him, did you?
I had a situation on my hands. I had to make a choice. And, of course, I chose the one. I didn't know he was coming, but he's the one I really liked. I really was in love with that guy. But, you know, I prayed all my life. And I prayed and prayed and prayed about that guy and that boy. And I didn't feel like it was the Lord's will.
And he was from a good family.
Yeah, he was. He was our faith and everything, but I'm not going to go into details, but the Lord gave me a dream. I felt like the Lord gave me a dream, and for me not to marry him. And let me tell you, it broke my heart, but I did listen to the Lord. I really did. And I broke up with him, and it broke my heart because I was in love with him. But anyway, turned out it was for the best. After you know, situations, after we both got married and went our own ways, well, things wasn't so good about him. So the Lord, always listen to the Lord. I'm telling you, makes no difference how hard it is. When the Lord tells you to do something, listen to him, because he knows your future and he knows best.
And listen to your mama.
And listen to the Dairy Queen, and we had a whole bunch of other kids with us. It wasn't no one-on-one date.
There wasn't no such a thing as going out on a date by yourself when we were kids. Now, they didn't call it chaperones like they did when we went to Jackson and was in Jackson in the church, and they required chaperones.
All that amounted to was sitting by them. That's all it was. It wasn't nothing involved.
Holding hands, or you held hands.
Yeah, but that was it.
But there was always a group or a family or somebody
group
with us when you went anywhere on a date.
Anyway, those other two guys, I had to go to them and tell them that I was sorry. One of them, I told them I didn't know they were coming to begin with. That's what I told him. And then the other one, I just told him that I really was in love with the other person, that I was sorry that he had driven so far. Anyway, that's what happened that night. It made me feel bad, but anyway,
But then
that was ugly.
You met Bobby, and Bobby, you actually met him after we moved to Mississippi. But he was from East Texas,
right? Yeah,
and we knew his.
My dad and my husband's dad grew up together, close in the area together, so they knew each other. And I'd heard lots of stories about his dad, but I didn't know him because my husband was in the Marines. But it's when he got out of the Marines, it's when he came to Mississippi to see his dad, where his dad had moved up to Mississippi where we were living. And
that's when you actually met him.
And that's when I met my husband. And I knew the night that he was there that I was just, you know, it was just another guy, but I was looking, I did have my eye on him. So anyway,
Bobby was
he was a good man.
You know,
I loved him too.
He designed something in Jackson.
It's a fountain. Center. It's a fountain. It's a research center in Jackson, Mississippi. And my husband designed that fountain.
It was in a magazine.
And it was in the magazine. My husband designed it.
In the 60s, I guess.
Yeah, it was in the 60s.
Back in the 60s.
My husband was a bricklayer, but he was one of them extraordinary bricklayers. You know, some people are they just gifted. They have the knack. My husband had that. He was very, very good. He was very good.
He was very good. Also, we want to mention again about the Ladies Retreat in Alabama, February the 27th. Lord willing, we will be there. We are the guest speakers, and we'll be there. It's in Boaz, Alabama. If anyone is interested,
they need to. We're not the ones that give the restoration,
right? That you would sign up with. But if they will email us their information,
they want the information, there's a lady
will get it to those people.
We got I hadn't told you this yet. We got a comment last night asking the information to contact the people at Boaz. So we will be putting that up. How to contact the Boaz people. I hope I'm saying that right. For the ladies retreat.
So we're hoping that we get to meet a lot of fans. We're really excited about being there and speaking and cooking. We're going to be cooking too. And we'll be talking some more about Mama. A lot of people have asked us that some of our new followers may not have read all of Mama's story. It's 9 parts. It's listed under our videos.
And we haven't got it on YouTube yet, and that's something we've got to work on, is get our Mama story on YouTube. We haven't done that yet because we do want to start encouraging people to go to YouTube. but we don't have all the videos up yet. So,
and we're not leaving Facebook.
No,
so
we're not leaving
that.
Facebook. No.
But a lot of people have asked us what happened to Mother after with the part 9 that we left off.
We thought about doing a part 10. You know, or do you think that we're gonna do a part 10, or we just give bits and pieces?
We could do that, and it will be in the book once we get it published. We will tell the rest of Mama's life.
Yeah, Mama did survive. Mama did survive the tragedy that day. She did. She went through a hard time. She went through a very hard time.
She had a very hard life, and Mama was not quite 78 when she died, and the doctor told us that she had the body of a 90-something-year-old woman. Yeah, Mama had worked so hard and been through so much in her lifetime.
Anyway, she's the Lord was good to her. Was good to her. Many times He brought her up from the deathbed.
Yes, not just that time.
Yes, several times after the day that Daddy died, that Mama came close to dying. So the Lord's had His hand on her. I tell you, maybe it's the prayers of her kids, because we were sure we did not want nothing happening to Mama.
Do we want to find out? We've got just a little bit of time left on this. Do we want to find out whether or not we picked a winner?
Yeah, let's go ahead and pick a winner.
So
is that what you're now?
Yes, Carla is taking care of that.
Okay.
Right?
Yes. So Carla, she's going to let us know
she's
who won.
monitoring.
Okay. Let me see if I can get her. She may be trying to call my number. We've got to get that straightened out.
So we've got 3 minutes left on here, and I'm gonna get a fork out of the thing so I can
see if she sent me a text.
Pick one up and get a plate out of the cabinet so we can taste it. I'm gonna get one of these little bowls. Mary.
Okay.
You got the cute little bowls.
That's not one of them little tiny ones.
I love little stuff. I've always loved little stuff, but I think that's the cutest little bowl. If you having guests over, and you're fixing a big dinner, and people start arriving early, and you want something for them to snack on, or hors d'oeuvre or something, or maybe you're not having a dinner and you're just having finger foods, this is something that's great. You just put it on a pretty toothpick and put them on a platter, and or if you want to put them in the little individual, the little mini cupcake holders, you could put it in that with a toothpick. So this is this could serve several different purposes. If you didn't want to use it for a meal, you could do that, or for an afternoon snack for your kids. You know, maybe when the kids get home from school, and you're going to be late getting in that night. If you have some of these left over, they can take them out and stick them in the microwave, heat them up, and have a nice little snack before supper that night. So there's a lot of different things you can do, and especially if you're cooking 2 packages at one time, you'll probably, unless you have a really big family, you'll probably have some left over.
Okay.
And there's 2 ways to let the steam out on this. You can let it out manually. And when I say manually, just leave it alone, let it go into the warming mode, and the pressure's going to die down. Or you can punch the release button and the steam will come out. But if you do that, you want to make sure that your face is not in it.
We also want to thank people for giving us stars. We appreciate it. You know, it's just something else that's involved with Facebook. So we want to thank all you people. We really do appreciate it. Now the winner to these mittens this morning is Kathy, C-A-T-H-Y, Smith, from Phoenix City, Alabama. And we want to also thank you for the stars this morning. So anyway, we'll be sending this out, but you need to inbox us at, do you want to put your phone number, or
either one's fine.
Inbox 903.
Well, that would be text, but that's fine.
Okay. Inbox us on our site,
Pinky Malls.
Pinky Malls, because our phone rings all the time. So please inbox us.
You've got 5 minutes to
5 minutes, Kathy, please.
And these sell for $37. So it's a nice. And
thank you again, all you people who gave us stars. We appreciate it so much, and we'll be getting these mittens out to you. But please send us a comment that you, with your inbox us with your address and let us know within 5 minutes that you're still online, because we don't want to have to draw again.
And we also thank you for every cookbook, every apron that you've ordered for Pampered Chef, that you ordered Pampered Chef. We use other products too, and we've used them, and we don't sell them. And there's things that we like, and we'll tell you we like them, and we're not selling them. But Pampered Chef is something that we do sell, because we're consulting.
I would like to say something now. My phone, the business phone that has been taking the orders for the cookbooks with checks, it's full. I have got over 1,000 on there, and I don't want to have to delete them. So if you want a cookbook and you're sending a check and you don't know if you want the address, it's on one of our videos.
The video.
You don't have to, now you do not have to text me and tell me that that you're sending a check. If you're sending a check, just send it, because we're going to have enough cookbooks. So just send the check. And if we get your check, we're dating the checks the day we get them. We're dating it on the envelope. We're saving the envelopes. We're dating it. We're going to send cookbooks out according to the date we received your check. So you do not have to text me. I know that's what we told you at first, but we've got enough. The phone's full. And so if you want a cookbook and you're sending a check, just go ahead and send your check. And the cookbooks are $27 if you're sending a check. That's $20 for the cookbook and $7 for shipping and tax. And we'd rather you go through PayPal, but if not through PayPal, through our link, and that connects you to PayPal. Not if you're sending it through your personal PayPal. It's harder for us to get a record.
We don't have an invoice of it.
We don't have an invoice.
So our store, our website is MeatballsCakes.com. So that's where you need to go to order it if you're not sending a check.
Right. That's where we'd rather go to. But that's, however your preference. But we just want to let you know you don't have to text or ask for us to put you on the list.
And we'll have the aprons on later on today.
And the aprons are $24.95, and with shipping and tax is $32.05.
Yes,
$32.05, and that includes everything for the aprons, and they're paid. And you don't have to tell me that you're ordering. We have plenty. Just send us a check. But when you send those checks, you have to specify what you want. Apron, how many aprons, how many cookbooks, in a little note. And I will say, all the ones that I'm opening up, you have done a fantastic job. When you send those checks, you are making a note in there, and we are keeping the notes with the envelope, so we know exactly what you're ordering. So y'all done great. Y'all have just done great. It's just that we cannot take any more text on the orders for the cookbook.
Mary, before I let the steam out of this, I just looked at that scripture over there. Get that card out and read it. And these are personalized for Mary and Linda. This sweet lady sent them to us.
We sent this, and it's right above my sink, and I read one every day.
I just think this is a great promise, and I feel like maybe somebody needs to hear this today. So when she reads her name, put your name in the place of this.
This card here says, "It shall come to pass, Mary, that before they call, I will answer. And while they are still speaking, I will hear." And that's Isaiah 65:24 in the Bible. Now, this is meant, I'm not going to tell you some of these verses, all of them that I have read, and it seems like it touches me every day. It's just what I needed. I mean, it is just, so whoever sent this to us, know 10 times over how much it has meant to us.
We do. They mean so much. Okay, so we're going to, thank you, Mary. We're going to let the steam out of this, and you can see here, maybe you can't, but it says warming. It's already been warming for 5 minutes. So there's still going to be some pressure. If you'll hand me a dish towel, I'm going to just kind of put it up here when I let the steam out. So
we can close this video.
Now this is going to be a little bit noisy, and we're waiting to. Is Carla gonna let us know if this lady has?
Okay. Let me check my phone to see whether Kathy Smith is still on.
Okay, and I don't want this to get in your face, so I'm gonna let this out just a little bit at a time. See, I'm just kind of tapping it like you would do a blender, like pulsing, just to let it out so it doesn't, okay, I guess I didn't need the thing up there so it can just go in the air. You can see I've got my finger here on the button and the steam is actually going away from me. And after I've let enough out, it'll just finish going out. So for all of you that were afraid of this, there's, this is absolutely safe. As long as you follow the directions, you're going to be fine with it. And Mary, you said that.
Yeah, Kathy Smith, and we'll be getting these mittens out to you. These oven mittens.
So congratulations to Kathy. We wish we could send every single one of you something. Unfortunately, like I said earlier, we're not an empire. What we send out, we pay for. We pay for the shipping. Nobody pays for it for us. We pay for it out of our pocket. So, but we do want y'all.
We appreciate y'all.
Know that we appreciate you, and that's why we try to do giveaways. You know, they're not big, but we try to do giveaways as we can.
We appreciate it. I can smell that coming up that steam.
Good, don't it?
It sure does. That's really good.
So I think I tasted out of this spoon, so let's get another one.
Yeah.
Dip something out.
You want to dip here instead of big one?
We're just going to dip
Are you wanting the sauce or without the sauce?
I do want to taste a little bit of the sauce.
Okay.
Of course, it's going to be on the meatball, but we got devices going off, musical clocks going off. We're not on the set. We're in Mary's kitchen, and we have sounds in here, so we've almost got the steam out of it. So once it completely stops, we'll open it up. Just a little bit more going out. I think that's enough, don't you?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're just going to turn it. Got the directions on here, the way you close it and the way you open it.
That's that hot.
It is still a little bit hot there. I got good reflexes.
Yeah.
Okay. Makes a cute little sound, noise.
Here, I'll take it, put it in.
Okay. You got it? Now, it's got a little bit more juice in it. Probably if we would have put less beef broth in it. And when y'all see us make a recipe, we do adjustments after we cook it, especially if it's something we've never done exactly like it before. We'll show that to them. If we had put more of the
flavor,
more of the habanera and less of the broth, then it would be more like a sauce and not like a liquid.
Taste it.
So it's you can tell by sticking the fork in it that it's done. It looks really, really good. It's hot.
Yeah, I imagine. Can you taste it?
It has a little kick. What I'm going to do, and with the recipe, it's really delicious.
Is it? I'm going to break one.
I'm going to cut down on the beef broth and add a little bit more of the sauce in it.
Because when you cook it, it brings up more steam, and it
makes liquid.
You're right. It pressures through the meatballs, regardless of how much broth you got in there.
But they're perfectly done, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, I hadn't tasted, but
and I cooked them 15 minutes. Besides,
very good.
Very
good. Very good. And I can taste a little bit of kick.
It's not so hot
much
that you couldn't eat it. And I don't even think it would be too hot for kids. But again, you can do your own sauce. You can do the pineapple, which we probably won't do that, but there's a pineapple sauce you can use with it. Would make it a little sweeter.
Yeah.
Than this is. But
and these are Italian. You can taste the Italian.
You don't need any seasoning in it other than what it's got in it.
All right.
Followers,
do you want me to put some in a bowl so they can see?
No, I just thought maybe if they could.
Oh, okay. Well, let me see if I can get the camera over there.
They can see. I mean, this is it's a big pot full, and see, it's plenty juice in there. If those look good,
okay.
And I'm probably going to make some rice or noodles to go. Mike likes noodles. I may make noodles to go over some of these for this afternoon. Does Chuck like meatballs? Yeah. Okay.
We sure did thank you, followers, for being patient with us and through this process. We just wanted to show you the end of it, and we was doing it live, and we can't do it live and show all of it, but we'll be back on about 12:30. Well, no, it won't be 12:30. We'll have another live one this afternoon, but it's not going to be as long because what I'm cooking is already going to be cut up and everything, so it won't be about a 20-minute video.
So thank you for joining us. We hope you have a wonderful day, and we hope that you'll watch us on replay, share us with your friends, tell them about us, and be sure to catch us this afternoon when Mary's going to be cooking.
Right, and at 1 o'clock we're doing the drawing for Pampered Chef.
Yes.
Okay. Thank y'all so much.
And the new link is posted, so it's on our page.
Right. Thank y'all.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Well, I hit